Well, the actor who's hoping to take the place of Govinda, become the face in a sense of the star politician of Mumbai, is Nagma. She now joins us. Govinda may not be getting a ticket, but Nagma is certainly hoping for us for one. Appreciate your joining us here, Nagma. The fact is that Govinda's experience with politics has been unsavory for the citizens of Mumbai North. They believe he's been the missing MP. How are you going to be any different to a Govinda? Stars want tickets, they want to contest, but they don't want to do enough for the people of the city.
Rajdeep, I think it's going to be really unfair of pitting one person against the other, first of all. And I think a lot of many stars are there and as politicians, and many have done very good amount of work. Like, for example, Dastab has done good amount of work, and even Raj Babbar ji, even Shatrughan Sinha ji, even Hema ji, even Jayaprada ji. I think a lot of artists have, proved themselves to be right in politics, and it takes a while before you get the hang of politics, because we are not basically from a very political background, so it does take a while to get a hang of it. But as long as the intention is clear of doing service and giving time to people, I think that's what should be taken into consideration.
This is a question perhaps we need to ask most star politicians. Why politics? You've got so much success in your field. Why politics? It's a dirty, it's got heat and dust. You need to be out. Why politics?
This is a good question that you're asking me, but I think it's not only politics. Artists are into all spheres of fields of life, like some of them are into IPL and some of them are in different business strata, so it's not only politics, but some of the artists do come across, getting into politics, or it depends on what kind of opportunities or where their interest lies.
Right.
And I've always been like, since my forefathers from my mom's side, they've always been freedom fighters, and I think the same blood runs in my system, and somewhere along the line, each one needs to establish herself in
how
career.
How will you respond, Nagma, to those who say that out of work film stars want to enter politics? That basically, earlier it used to be when you had tax problems, when film stars had tax problems, they entered politics, or they had someone who was a friend who was a politician. Now, when your work becomes less, you want to enter politics as a second career. How do you respond to that?
I think, Rajdeep, this is not really fair. All kinds of allegations which were being put on stars and all, it's not really fair. I mean, I've been working as a star campaigner for the Congress party since the past 5 years. I was asked to contest earlier also. But my problem was that I was busy with films. And when you contest and when you go into the Lok Sabha, you need to give all your time to people and you need to do service for the people. So, but naturally, you'll have to plan your career and your work according to that.
What is the service of the people? What is the service of the people? For example, Dharmendra...
I mean, you have to be available for the people. You have to...
Dharmendra Nagma became the MP from Bikaner, never went there. Govinda became the MP from Mumbai North, rarely went there. How will Nagma be any different? Is it just the glamour of politics?
Look, I would rather that you compare me with, Dastab, or compare me with Raj Babbar ji, or compare me with, other stars who are doing very well also. So this is really unfair to pick up on certain stars who haven't been doing anything, or
Nagma, let me flip the question. Let me flip the question in a way. Politics is full-time. It's a full-time venture. Are we now expecting Nagma to be fully in politics, or do you have a side business where you're going to take some roles, etc.? Go ahead.
No, I guess I had to be mentally prepared for this thing, and I'm quite well aware, because people are also very smart. If you don't give them time and if you don't do work, I think it's only 5 years, and if you want to take your political career seriously, you have to give it your full time, and you've got to give
what
it
if
your
I tell you that today's citizen, at least the Mumbai citizen, perhaps is tired of their exposure to film stars, etc. They want a genuine politician to come forward, someone who's going to take their job seriously and go ahead. I mean,
I really think it's very unfair. I really think it's very, very unfair to sort of, pinpoint a finger. Because I don't think the Mumbai citizen particularly thinks about an artist to be, like not trusting or not judging. But I really, really think that it's very unfair of you to, sort of pinpoint and say that.
Fair enough, Nagma.
I think an Indian citizen wants anybody with a clear intention to come forward and an educated person to get into the parliament.
My final question to you, I've got Nagma on the other side. You have any message for her in case she wants to take your place or wants to contest in another seat from Mumbai? What's your message for Nagma?
My message is that if you are correct, you go with your own courage, your thinking, your positive mind, and be honest to your senior. The senior which you think that you're promising, and you must not break your promise. Like I I felt so many times, many places I felt that I am feeling alone or something like that. But then I stood by and I completed my term.
But you completed your term. One final question, Govinda. Will you still campaign for the Congress, or do you feel betrayed by Sonia Gandhi, by the Congress, by the fact that the local leadership has rejected you in Maharashtra?
I am not at all feeling betrayed by Sonia Gandhi ji. Because of her, I could do, and I could have done much more. If there was no so much of objection over here, I could have done much more. And it is just doing something else and getting fame for something else.
Is this a complete bye-bye to politics?
What?
Is this a complete bye-bye? Is this a complete alvida to politics?
In the politics, the most beautiful thing is that you cannot comment on the entire scenario. So I will just say that, well, it is an experience and it's a school. One has to understand when you are there. Talking from outside is a different thing. Being there is a different thing.
Okay, alvida, kabhi alvida nahi kehna. Govinda ji, appreciate your joining us on the program. One final word from you, Nagma. You can see with Govinda, eventually the political class has said that he did no work in Mumbai North and have denied him a ticket. Do you fear the politician, or are you ready to outwit the netas?
See, it's not the question of whether I want to do either of the two. I want to be very honest in my intention and want to genuinely come across and do something and good for the people. And I guess till I really get there and I'm able to do what I am able to do and not judged by anybody else's doings or thinking, people should take me for what I am. And I've been working with the Congress party since the past 5 years, not only as a campaigner but also as a worker of the party, working with the grassroots level people and with the leadership. So it's not like as if I just jumped in today and gotten into and I want to opportunely, just take a ticket and field for with somebody else. I mean, on somebody else's ticket. It's not like that. I think I've earned my way across. And it's not only whether it's for this constituency, but since I've worked in 9 languages and more than 100 films, I think the party can field me from anywhere in this country. And I'm ready to take my job up with a challenge. And I think it's very, very unfair to sort of, like pinpoint your point on an actor.
I
think you guys should be fair to actors also. I mean, 1 or 2 mistakes here and there. I don't think that, the world comes down and we don't get a fair chance. I think a lot of politicians there are really not doing their job. So you should be pulling them up and not only us.